We'll do it that way. Maybe. Maybe. We're live. Just letting you know. Hi. I'm Steve with Spirit Mechanics, and this is Sunday morning. Anyway, this is the last day if you are interested in the Horrorpalooza event. This is the last day to come out and check it out. VIPs, we're supposedly supposed to be letting VIPs in at 11, and everybody else come in at 12, and we end at 4 today, supposedly. We might go a little bit longer. We might not. I have no idea. No one knows. But
it's a mystery.
It's an adventure is what it is. But we're looking forward to seeing a couple more of you guys out. If you've already come out to see us, if you just met us at the event, welcome to the hi Ken. Welcome to the community page. The biggest announcement that we have, other than the fact that Horrorpalooza is still going on, is that class registration is up and ready. So if you're interested in taking our classes, 101, 102, and 103 registration are officially up. They are going to be held the 8th, 9th, and 10th of November. So 101 on the 8th, 102 on the 9th, 103 on the 10th. For those that don't know, 101 covers connectivity. How your empathy works, how your intuition works, and how that works to actually help you connect to both your flavor of divine and other people. 102 covers auras. So yours and other people's. How things should feel. How things look, how things work. 103 covers more of actual application and goes into more of the 201 beginning. So we're going into more applied metaphysics as opposed to just base metaphysics. So things such as vibration, color theory, pulse per second, and how to do special tricks with your aura and specific vibrations. So those coming up, go ahead, do the thing, go ahead and register. They are listed both as in-person and online. Please pick the one that suits you best. If you're doing them in person, they'll be at the shop, 1510 Newtown Pike, Lexington, Kentucky, Suite 116. If you are going to be doing them online, please go ahead and register. We'll be sending you a Discord link if you are not already a member. And please log into Discord at least a half an hour early so that we can make sure that connections are correct, so that you guys can see us, we can see you, and microphones are the way they should be. If you would like a reading, let us know. I might do a couple while we're on here, but you'll need to come out to the event. If you're wanting other ones, there's a Dustin.
Hi.
A wild Dustin has appeared. Dustin uses charisma. It's highly effective. But if you want a reading, we can do a couple here now. If you don't, but you want to see us in person, come out to the event, do the thing. Again, classes this coming week. Come have fun. It should be a splendiferous time. And if you guys are wondering why I'm not responding to you, I can't see your comments. So, hi everybody who has shown up. because in order for me to see them, I would have to have my face like 2 inches from the phone. And nobody wants that this early in the morning. But, I'm in stereo. But I do currently with us, and I've been using them all weekend. This is an amazing deck. I refer to it as the Deep Down Dark Deep Down deck. But it is the... Yes. Deep, Dark, and Dangerous deck. The artwork's amazing, but the cards are brutal. Just letting you guys know. But they currently, at least for me, Tiff's used them. Dustin played with them a little bit yesterday, and I know a couple people have already picked them up from us.
They have spanked ass this weekend.
These cards take you out behind the shed and whip your ass. They are definitely some in-your-face brutal cards. But you ask a question, you get an answer. You don't have to pull teeth with this one. But yeah, it's definitely been a weekend. We found some things out, and we experienced some things, and somewhere in the midst of the chaos, we actually made a couple of new friends, and we're looking forward to what today brings in a more positive way. But if you what?
Keith and Renee both said morning. Renee said, let's go deep, dark, and dangerous.
You give me a question, Renee.
It's got to be a direct question.
It does. These are oracle cards, so they work a little bit different than tarot. I have to have an actual question.
Alright, let me put my fucking deodorant back in my bag.
The fucking cleanliness.
God damn it. Toothbrush, toothpaste. So I packed my deodorant with no fucking cap, apparently.
He did. He sure did. And apparently Waverly likes to give away hair ties.
Apparently. Some bitches.
So he was in the room yesterday and was looking for his hair tie.
You have hair.
He has a lot of it. I obviously do not. But he turned his pockets inside out. We get to Waverly. He sits down and reaches in his pocket, finds a fucking hair tie that was not there. He had looked all over his person, all over his stuff. He didn't have one. And had actually asked the girls if he could borrow one. Gets there and sits down, pulls this fucking hair tie out, and he's like, that's weird.
Fuck you, Waverly.
Fuck you, like literally. And then gets up. I'm going to go for a walk. It's been a fun spot. Also, Keith, you and yours may be interested in something special that we have going on, possibly.
The hair tie was black, Keith.
Was.
Okay, Bridget said, good morning. Good morning, Bridget.
Morning.
Renee Coate wants to know if work will be in her favor.
If work will be in your favor.
And then we have one from Keith after that.
Okay.
Renee said, going through another issue like before.
Starting out interesting. Wow. Okay. Oh, wow. I hadn't gotten that one yet. Gratification. Yeah. We've only been playing with these since Thursday or Friday.
Something like that.
So doing a 3-card pull for Renee's work situation. The first card is the Underworld, or Hades. So the first thing that popped into my head when I looked at this particular card and your situation was not that it's being kept in secret. It's not that anyone is being directly lied to, but there's a lot of misdirection, we'll say. There's a lot of distraction, a lot of misdirection from the point of where things need to be. Influence is being woven. People are in other people's ear, pretty much. Shit talkers like to shit talk.
We sure do.
Absolutely. All day, every day. So the interesting one that came about from this, because you've got the current situation, which is your first card. The second situation, which is what's going to be introduced, or what needs to be introduced in order to actually affect a change. And that is sovereignty, or the Morgan. Now, that could be taken a couple of different ways. This could mean that you should be discussing things with your superiors. This could mean that you should be introducing this situation to your higher power. This could also mean that you need to take control of your own power, which is basically a combination of the two. Similar to last time, sticking to your guns, making sure that you are upfront, you're honest. Everything is spelled out. That way no one has to guess. That way these distractions don't really affect you. Because that's what it seems like, is that you're being pulled into a situation that honestly isn't yours to deal with. It's not something that honestly probably started out as any of your business, and it became your business. Set your proper boundaries. This is my stance on it, and that is all I'm going to say about it, kind of thing. And you are going to get what you want out of the situation. I got the Sphinx, or gratification. Now, here's the problem with that. There is a card in here that directly talks about blessings. Gratification and being blessed are two very different things.
Hey, I'm going to run down real fast to the thing and grab a drink. Do you want anything?
Yeah, please.
But we won't.
Juice.
Okay. Apple, orange, cranberry.
Cranberry.
You want cranberry?
Cranberry.
Gonna piss well.
But gratification usually means that you do get what you want. It's what you believe you want, more so than what it is that you actually need. So the situation is going to work out in your favor. And now this is currently based off of what I'm noticing today. So if you make choices, let me know. You don't have to tell me about the situation, just let me know you made choices. But self-fulfillment is usually what gratification lends to. It's fulfillment of a desire. Whereas blessings are fulfillments of needs. So this card is also a warning for you. And since that is the end result, I would say that this entire situation is a warning for you. Be careful, this is the underworld. Be careful of giving people too much information. Tell them what they need to know, and then leave it the fuck alone. Keep the ones that need to know in the know. Keep everybody else at arm's length. Doesn't mean you have to be mean, doesn't mean you have to tell them to fuck themselves, but it does mean that you don't discuss certain things at the water cooler. And the last one is be careful of not being grateful for the things that you're already given. And be careful of mistaking a want for a need. This situation, intuitively, this situation reeks of drama. Like, it's just fucking bullshit. Don't get yourself involved more than what you have to be involved in. And if you don't have to be involved, don't fucking get involved. Period. Do you have comments, wife?
No, because
Oh shit, he's locked up.
Renee said May choices told the time. He said it walked out, boundaries went up.
Okay.
Fuck you, George. It tried to stop me.
It did not succeed.
Twas not a draw.
So I got Renee's reading done.
Alright, so let us... Keith said, "You're welcome. Thank you for the hair tie. Repeating cycles. Keith wants to know what's going to happen to the people that scammed him." Renee says, "Made choices, told the high-ups what needed to be said, and walked out. Boundaries went up.
Good.
And now I just have to work, friends, and that it. The children are all I care about. Repeating cycles, that."
There you go.
You're fully caught up, sir.
All right.
Brought you your cranberry juice.
Cranberry juice. I want to piss well. All right. What's going to happen to the people that scammed Keith? That is quality ocean spray. Oh, Lord. All right. What are going to happen?
Melissa Conrad said she'd love a reading if possible about a family situation. Okay, we need a direct question for this deck since it is oracle cards.
Yes. Wow. That's neat. It's an interesting situation.
And this is Keith's reading, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Give me a second on this. And yeah, we'll take care of you. As long as we got time, we'll do readings for you guys, and we'll hang out. All right. Now, keep in mind that this isn't necessarily a good situation. Each one of these cards has a duality. So, just because it has a good word on it, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a good situation. So, the first one that we have is regeneration, or the Hydra. Now, that could be a number of different things. Obviously, this could mean a lot in the way of financials. You know, we're recouping. This could mean a lot in the way of even physical health or overall livelihood. However, there is something to say about this particular situation, and just so that I'm positive, you know, I've learned a lot of these cards over the weekend, but just so that I'm positive, I want to look at the duality for this particular card so that I can tell you correctly. Because I don't want to be like, this is a fucking thing, and it's not.
The Hydra means you're gonna grow another head.
Yup. Which, I mean, isn't wrong.
We're gonna have a camera shot so that I can put my belt on.
That's fine.
Only Steve can see my waist. Wait.
No. Let's see, there it is. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So, in this particular case, especially considering the next two cards, if it doesn't regenerate, it does something else. It degrades, it dies, it decays. Specifically, the duality of this card, and I had figured as much, is death. Now, does that mean this person is going to keel over and die? No. Just like in tarot cards, the death card is a transformative situation. However, since we're talking about a specific moment, we're talking about specific behaviors, this person is going to experience a severe loss. It's going to be pretty bad, actually. And it's going to lead to the next card, which is loneliness. Again, that is loneliness. Or the mirror there. This leads me to believe that there is going to be a severe loss in a relationship, a loss of a position, a loss of personal well-being. This person is going to be left isolated and alone. Which, at the end of it, is going to lead to the werewolf or change. Is this a change for the good or change for the bad? Well, that's up to the person. But they're going to suffer a significant moment of loss, which is going to leave them separated from friends and family. So, what this tells me is that whoever this person is, or people are, they're going to be found out. It's not going to be great, and they're going to lose everything as a result. This just, it feels a lot like crippling loss. That's the only word that keeps coming to mind when I look at this. The interesting thing about the Hydra as well is that it also is a card of time. How quickly is it going to recover? So it is also a card of now and later. Hydras regenerate very quickly, and they die very slowly. So, not to say that this person is going to get the particular shit end of the stick that they deserve quickly. It may take some time, but their life is definitely going to be in tatters as a result. Alright. What else we got?
Question-wise?
Yeah, questions, comments, other things.
He said the loss, like what they put me through. Lessons. Renee says, telling hubby to get these for me, making a list of stuff from the store. Keith said, thank you. Melissa Conrad said a family member passed and there are issues with the estate. Okay, so what is your question with all of that?
Yeah, you actually have to ask it as a question. The way that I specifically read.
Yeah.
We understand your situation.
Yes.
And so, we understand wholeheartedly.
Yeah, but for the deck itself needs that sort of direct question.
If they don't have any Earl Grey, they're bullshit.
They don't.
They're bullshit. I love
They only have
Earl
one
Grey.
kind of tea.
Is it breakfast?
It is Lipton.
Oh man, like straight Lipton?
Yep.
Oh dude. That's...
I know of one Dragonborn that would be happy.
Right. Alright. Do we have a question?
Here. Is that estate going to be settled in a fair manner, or will the manipulations continue?
There we go.
There we go. And Shanna says, "Hey there, hello."
Hello. Y'all be safe headed back if we don't see you beforehand. Oh, buddy. Damn. That, jeez. Alright, Melissa. Ooh. It's going to be a ride. That is the nicest way to be able to put this. It is going to be a ride. And maybe not in the way that you would believe. It may not even be plugged in.
It's not.
Okay. I have to move it and do the thing if you wanted it. All right. So the first card we have on the estate situation is Vengeance. Oh yeah, we out of the gate. And you guys saw that I was just shuffling the shit out of these. Now, Vengeance is an interesting situation. It is 100% taking back what should rightfully be someone's. Most of the time, yeah, dude, yeah. I want to make sure that I've got the duality correct. And this book is like, no, I shall not show you.
Shanna says, hi, Bridget. Stephen Tyree says, hey.
So,
Melissa says, yep, Vengeance is the top of the menu.
cool.
Do you own a Batman suit?
What? It is not Batman.
Alright,
There we go. Right. Yeah, gotcha. Okay. That's what I wanted to make sure of. Because this is a really dual-sided reading. So basically half the family, and this is obviously the problem anyway, half the family, or at least a clique of the family, is the main issue, whereas everybody else just wants to have peace. And when I say peace, they just want it to be over with. You know, let the situation be what it is, allow the person to rest, allow the situation to rest. The Vengeance card, the duality of it, obviously, is reprieve. So, a rest, a break, a safe space. And it also deals with blame and forgiveness. So, we're looking a lot at pointing fingers, you weren't there, or I was the favorite, or I deserve this more because of these reasons. Where were you during these situations? There's a lot of finger pointing, a lot of selfish internal kinds of motives. Whereas everybody else is just like, look, just give it a fucking rest. You know, give us a break. This leads us to the Kraken, or it's a Kraken. This leads us to the Kraken, or mystery. Now, in this particular case, this deals a lot with the reasons why. And it coming up the way that it is, especially after the Vengeance card, tells me that there's a lot of confusion. Both seen by everybody, you know. Why is this person acting this way? Why is that person acting that way? There's a lot of that going on out here. This is more of the cloak and dagger bullshit. This is more of seeds being planted, seeds being sown, you know, little phrases, little words, little nudges that are actually just antagonizing the situation. They're not helping to find a real resolution to it. It's just constant knitting and nagging. It's almost like there's either one or a couple people who are just intending to cause disorder in the family. The last one is Persephone, or the journey. In this particular situation, this is going to last for a bit. At least this particular situation as a whole. Somebody's eventually going to cave, and it's going to get an answer, per se. It's not going to be fair, it's not going to be fixed, but there will be some kind of, okay, we're done. Someone's going to take their hands off of the situation, and as soon as they do, that's when everything will start to end. The problem is that it's going to take time for everybody to regain trust and understanding with each other, even if they, well, especially if they choose to. Let's see. One more. Yeah.
She said 2 people in specific.
The last card, and I was looking for a clarifier. So the last card is loyalty, or Mithras. So this could mean these 2 people are loyal to themselves. This could be a false sense of loyalty, so them misunderstanding what's actually necessary. On the flip side of this, it could also mean that there is a lot of disjointed trust. There is more of a sense of detachment. So, looking at all of this, and you mentioning the 2 people,
Both have different motives.
yeah. So that's what that is. Different motives. Yeah. That one basically spells that out. You said that, and I pulled the mirror card. So a reflection of different motives, but same thing. Alchemy. Okay.
She said she's the one who has detached.
So there needs to be a situation of change. However, it needs to be hands-on change. We've got alchemy coming up. Let the 2 people who are having the issue have their issue. That's fine. The way things are currently looking is that unless you or somebody else decides to take a stand and make a change, this is basically going to be a bullshit situation for you guys for a minute. There has to be an intervention. Whether it is them being talked to or them just being told to get the fuck out of the way. But somebody needs to take charge. There needs to be someone other than them taking on some responsibility. Because, and this is without looking at the cards, it feels as though at least one of them is too ingrained in the situation and is too emotion roasted to pay attention. And instead of asking for help or allowing for other people to take on some of the accountability, this person is backing themselves into a corner. They want to be needed, they want to be seen, and not by you guys, but by the person that passed away. Alrighty.
She said attempted to take charge and they won't allow it.
Well, the interesting thing about taking charge is even putting the right bug in the right person's ear is still taking command of a situation.
Mm-hmm.
There's a pretty good hint for you there. Ooh. All right.
There goes all my tea bag away.
How's your tea, buddy?
I'm tasting it yet. I'm kind of worried.
I mean, it's Lipton. It shouldn't be bad. Looks weak as fuck unless you put something in it.
I did. We didn't have any whiskey, so I just went with sugar.
Oh, okay.
I think it might help my throat, though.
What else do we have?
She said, oh, here.
Yeah, we'll just move this.
Alrighty. Hello. She said they refuse to hear any suggestions except their motives. Okay. We haven't gotten any other questions yet? Steve is playing with a new Oracle deck, so if you guys are interested, give us a direct question. We've got to make sure that it's a direct question for the deck, and we will do our best to answer.
Absolutely. Having a little bit of fun.
Yeah, for as long as we can. Hi, Mom.
Which one?
Missy.
Hi, Missy.
How you doing?
Hello.
Do you have a question, Missy? A direct... Wait, no, we did you yesterday. You only get one. I have weak tea. I don't know if it's weak. I haven't tried it yet. Keith, should I go out and light the fire I set up? Missy said nope. Bite me. You're my mom, that's weird.
Go out and light the fire?
He set up.
He set up.
She said yes. Missy said yes. This is confusing.
It is. That depends on what kind of fire you set up, Keith.
Is it criminal?
If it's arson, then no.
We don't need the cards for that. They might encourage it.
The way these are, probably. Still kind of hung up on that last one. Let's see. While we're...
Good morning, other mom. He said in the fire pit.
Okay. Reciprocity. Okay. Loyalty again.
All right, we'll put you back on Steve. Ah, my thumb. Look at my thumb.
Fuck. It's weird.
It is.
Just looking at the duality.
Missy said, getting ready to get on the road. Where are you going?
Is it to Waverly Hills?
Sanatorium.
What are you looking at? Somewhere. Not great, was it?
Update for everyone watching, my tea's gross. It's old.
I'm looking for the duality. Yes. It's always like, there it is. Somewhere. You know. Okay.
It tastes like boiled asparagus juice.
Ew.
I know. I'm gonna go pour this out. I'm disappointed.
Need more fucking information than this.
Missy said yes.
God damn it. There it is. Okay. That was a nice one, actually. Still hung up on the estate situation. And I'll get with you in here in a second, Keith.
Bridget asked, how was Waverly yesterday? Gabe is asking to go back today. You should. Come back. We'll bully you.
We will.
Waverly was fun.
We might, get the cards out and have them bully you too. Because, by God, if they're not accurate.
Yeah, true.
Let's see. So the first card, and this is more for you.
And this is for who?
The
Melissa Conrad?
Yes.
You think so? Okay.
Yes. Reciprocity is the first card. So, giving and acceptance, or more of a taking and rejection. This is a choice card for you. That's why I'm having trouble. Okay. Things are going to change based off of your decision. I get that impression that people are expecting you to choose a side, and the reason why is we have Mithras again, or loyalty. You're expected to go with one or the other. You can't be partisan in this. Next card we have is fear. There's a fear that each of the people have, that each of the people have, where they are questioning whether or not they are correct in the situation, but are too far in to actually change. And more than likely, the reason why they are going against you taking any kind of command, go ahead.
She said, I asked for only a handful of personal items and have been denied. Asked to let them have the entire estate.
Yeah, that's what that is. And we're still looking at the fear card, which also lends to this, which is the mischief card, or a puka.
A what?
A puka.
Look, can you see?
Yeah. So, the mischief card in this particular situation, especially when fear's involved, is there's a lot of discord that's coming from this. Even though it's not necessarily you, it's what you're choosing. That's pretty neat. I did that. The boundary card.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, she's drawing.
Who is?
One in the picture.
Oh, yes. Actually. At the end of it, this is what's needed. Out of all of this. Proper boundary. It's also the reason why there's a lot of fear and distrust and anger in this situation. If you've already set up proper boundaries, maintain them. Stick to your guns. If you haven't, then now's the time to do so. There's more than just two sides in a situation. There's also yours. What is it that you think is necessary? What is it that you want from the situation? And what is it that they are preventing that you need to allow? Wow. You guys aren't wanting to work with me as much. Getting tired of being shuffled.
She said enforce the boundary and they have stopped communications or taking it on attempting to illegally leave me out. That's another boundary that you can set then. If it's illegal.
Yep. You're basically being told to make the decision and go. And not just by us, but by the cards. Alright, Keith, light a fire. Well,
If he hasn't already.
if he hasn't already. That was the question, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's the focus card. I like the focus card.
There's a cat.
It is. It's a kitty.
Oh, it's Kate Seth.
Uh-huh.
Dope.
Yeah, I thought that was...
Keith said he's waited.
Fuck's sake, dude.
Wait, Kate Seth followed by Kuth Seth?
Yeah, two different types of focus.
Huh.
Yeah, two different types of focus.
Do it.
Yeah, like it's pretty fucking blatant about it too.
Do it, relax, think about your problems.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Focus on the right things.
Yeah, don't focus on the problems like, oh my god, these are all my problems. Just like, how to put it? The resolution.
We're finding answers, not more questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because sometimes we get locked up in that particular, and I hate to put it this way, but by the way the cards are laid out, it's pretty harsh. Dustin had it like literally on the head, and he toned it down for you a little bit. But it's basically a reading of reflect on yourself and the bullshit that you're bringing to yourself.
You have to introspect in order to be able to let it go.
Let it go. Let
And
it go.
to be honest, you're not going to be able to move forward before you let it go.
So the situation that you're in won't find a conclusion until you actually allow it to find a conclusion.
Hmm?
So, to show you guys the cards, we're looking at the journey. That's why I started giggling. So we're looking at the journey.
He said it's set up to release. I'm gonna.
Well, yeah, it should be.
It's a power thing.
It's a power thing. So the next one is the mirror, and that's where we're looking into the reflection. So allowing yourself to move and then reflect in that moment. So starting the fire kind of thing. Then we have the underworld. This is talking about more of what you're reflecting on. It's a deal of, as we mentioned before, the underworld has a good situation, but it's also, in your case, more of the internal struggle, more of the problematic things that aren't really problems. You know, they've already found some kind of conclusion, and either you're not ready to accept that particular conclusion, or you're not willing to let it go enough to end. There is a need for you to fix it when, truthfully, you're in the way. And I hate to be raw like that, but that's what's coming through. Now, here's the interesting part of this reading, and I think it's pretty cool. That was what Dustin was kind of noticing too. So we found you. There you are. Yeah, I mean, obviously. Okay. So you have both sides of focus. So first we have the Kate Sith, or focus and unfocus. And that's what we were talking about when we were saying focus on the things that are actually important, as opposed to focusing on the things that are basically making you spiral back to bad decisions. And that's where we're at, is we're circling the drain when all we have to do is step out of the water. So the wrong things are what the emphasis is being placed on when you are meditating, when you're spending your time, when you're trying to go through the day. You're not noticing what it is that you really should be paying attention to. Which is hilarious with this kind of focus, or the Ku Sith. And the Ku Sith, instead of a kitty cat, is a tree wolf. Yeah, this will be the last one. The Ku Sith is about safety. About safety and risk, specifically. Not danger, risk.
This reading is for Keith, Melissa.
She said, so just give up the handful of items and let them have it? No, this is for someone else.
Yeah, this is for Keith. Yours, we're basically telling you to either stick to your guns or create a new boundary.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one that actually has control of the situation. You just don't realize it yet.
And the situation doesn't mean you have control of the estate situation. You have control of your situation, yourself.
Yep.
You set your own boundaries. You decide what you do.
And this is what Keith needs to focus on, is what is safe and what is risky. Right now, the only things we've been focusing on are what's safe. What's safe? Well, what is safe has become a place of unrest and lack of focus, darker moments. And yeah, everybody goes through their dark moments, but we're starting, especially with the cards and the way they've read, it's starting to become a crutch. It's starting to become a situation where you're losing yourself to the moment that's already passed. So we're choosing what is safe, what's become the quote-unquote new normal, as opposed to taking educated and more adjusted risks.
Oh, thank you.
That's the problem that I'm seeing. There's a lot of I have to's instead of I get to's. There's a lot of I don't want to's when I probably shoulds. There's a lot of I can't move forward until this thing happens. And literally all signs point to everywhere else but where you're at.
I stab myself.
Multiple people, multiple readings, multiple types of readings, all of them have shown you that you're not where you should be. And it's not just here, and it's not just here, but it's here as well. There needs to be a release of ego. There needs to be a lot of give as opposed to take. And when I say that, I don't mean with other people.
Melissa said somehow I missed the end. Sorry. Thanks for the clarification. I hope you guys have a great day. You too.
You're very welcome.
Jeff Matt said, what's up, folks? We're about to head to Waverly.
Yeah, we're about to bounce out to Waverly. If you guys are interested, the hours are on the website. It should be 12 to 4 or 5, one or the other. And if you want to come up, hang out with us for a little bit, get a reading done, we'll be there all day, at least as far as they're open. And we'll be getting with you soon. If you guys like these kinds of readings, we may do them a little bit more often. But I've got to get shoes on and we got to bounce. So, see y'all shortly.
Love you.